square in the face, and knock them out. Right? So like, just because you got good jiu-jitsu doesn't mean you can't get knocked out. So as you're approaching, like Dan said, I'm in my stance and I want to control these feet. Right? And in a real fight, you may have to leg kick here, you may have to judge your distance, but we're gonna try to make contact with those feet. Now in here in class, we're not kicking each other, but what can he do here in class? He can connect to my legs through like inside hooks, for example. He can connect to my biceps through sticky bicep control. So like he's trying to, either way, we gotta kill the feet. So as I'm approaching, I like how Dan said keep it closed off, almost like a fighter would be closed off. And I'm gonna make contact with these feet. I like to push them down as well, and I feel like as he starts to resist that, I go up. If he doesn't resist this, by the way, that's our side smash, that's our knee slice. But as he starts to pummel up, we go under the Achilles. And look, I actually want us to try to get the toes to the mat. So a lot of us are stopping here, and I think this is very good too. But if you can, if your partner allows you to, put the toes on the mat, and put the knee right here, and put the other knee wedged right here. And don't advance the passage. I like to grab this grip right here, like I'm doing a wedgie to it. And I'm pulling them up even further. This hand, I like to grab the knee, and I pull it across my back. Like this. And now I grab this gi collar, and I pinch it in. If he tries to replace his guard right here, it's really hard, right? Yeah. From here, I'll melt down. I'll look to pin him. What I've been liking a lot lately that Junie showed is stapling this arm right here. Back to what we were talking about, Shay. Use both chins and start sitting on that arm. Now we can attack this arm. We can attack Kanto chokes here, whatever. But I really like this leg drag. Anytime we can get our feet or our hands under the Achilles, I want to go toes all the way touching the mat. I want to staple that knee right there. I want to grab the pants and pull this across my chest. I'll even grab under his, I want to keep his butt off the mat. I don't want his hips on the mat. Because then he can bridge and shrimp and do all that stuff. I like to keep him up like this. And now when he goes to wiggle around and replace his guard, there's a lot of back takes off here too. Right, sometimes this elbow being tight, you have to use this knee to pick right here and then start to transfer. Any thoughts there? Hey, if you're not flexible enough to put your toes on the mat, just go far in the, start to get in the pass a little bit. But if you can bring the toes on the mat, try to bring them to one side or the other, because like here is very uncomfortable. Your lungs are compressed. When I was learning the bear ball, I would just sit in my room like this for like, just try to get loose here. But it's like, it's not a very comfortable position for most people. So let's stack them up, leg drag them, pass them. All right, let's try it. 1, 2, 3.
That's awesome. All right, go for it.